Joining me now is Australian Jewish Affairs Council Executive Manager Joel Burnie. Joel, thank you very much for your time this evening. I want to start with the Prime Minister's apology for not protecting Bondi victims from evil. Here he was on Thursday night. Have a listen.
Tragically, we are gathered here tonight because on the 14th of December, everything changed. And for that, I am sorry. I am deeply and profoundly sorry that we could not protect your loved ones from this evil.
Joel, do you accept that?
Well, thank you so much for having me, Danica. And yes, I think I and the Jewish community and those in the audience do accept that. It may have taken a little bit longer to get that emotional response from the Prime Minister to unequivocally apologise for, what was the largest terror attack in Australia's history, but it was an incremental increase of an explosion of anti-Semitism over a 2-year period on his and his colleagues' watch. So after, 5 weeks or so post the massacre, to hear the words and what was obviously, a heartfelt message to the audience that was there on Thursday night, I accepted, and I think that those in the audience accepted it as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, especially after, more than 2 years, and he was dragged kicking and screaming to a royal commission. So it got there eventually. But look, anti-Semitism has obviously not gone away, and this is the problem. I was quite disturbed to read in the Daily Telegraph today about incidents in New South Wales schools. There was one mother who recounted her daughter's harrowing experience of being told to burn in a gas chamber. Another said that her son was harassed by a classmate in 6th grade who called him genocide Jid, and was then followed with cheers for Palestine around the school. Joel, we've got school children about to start term 1 in the next week or so. How is the Jewish community feeling about this, especially after Bondi?
Well, Danica, after Bondi and after the explosion of anti-Semitism in 2 years, of course, I'm not surprised by hearing such things. And as terrible as it is to think that innocent school children are subjected to vile anti-Semitism and Jew hatred in the schools, it doesn't surprise me. Let's not forget that the Victorian Education Department was taken to court and found culpable for anti-Semitism, systemic anti-Semitism in Brighton Secondary School here in Melbourne. And that was even before the events of October 7. The amazing outpour of public support in the context of calling for a royal commission, if anyone needed to understand as to why the Jewish community and our non-Jewish supporters in Australia were demanding a royal commission, it's to investigate exactly what this example in the Daily Telegraph of systemic anti-Semitism in schools, universities, and everywhere in public life in Australia. So these kind of stories, Danica, are unfortunately just the tip of the iceberg, and I do hope that the Royal Commission will be able to highlight the exact situation that Jewish people find themselves in Australia in 2026.
Joel, we're almost out of time, but I just want to quickly get your opinions on the hate speech laws which passed this week. The Prime Minister's still, shuddering at the word of radical Islam. His solution is a gun buyback scheme and hate speech laws. Where do you sit on what's passed?
I'll be as quick and brief as I can. The hate speech laws are contentious. I get that, but the vilification stuff was dropped out of the bill that was ultimately passed. And so what was passed, the migration changes, the hate groups, and more aggravated penalties for hate preachers, we as a Jewish community think that that's a step in the right direction. And on this case, and as you know, I've been on your program many times knocking the government, but you would have to congratulate Labor and the Liberal Party for supporting it, even though the process to doing it was a sheer debacle, which ultimately caused the blowing up of the coalition, which is significantly unfortunate. We as one group were asking for a little bit more time. It was incredibly rushed. A little bit more time could have done everyone some favours, but ultimately the package that was indeed passed on Tuesday night is a step in the right direction for the Jewish community.